So when Tuchel was sacked as Chelsea head coach, I was heartbroken, to be honest, right? Because I thought that if he had been given more time, he could have rectified a few mistakes that he made. But I'm also happy because whilst we sacked the manager who is more attacking minded, who loves possession-based football, so we've also hired a manager who fits a similar profile, but will do it even better. And that's Graham Potter. And why am I saying he fits the profile? Well, look at what he has done with Brighton. Brighton is a mid-table club for sure, but the style of play they play is more like a big boys style of play. They are aggressive, they press from the front, and they try to assert themselves in the games that they are going to play. So he is the perfect fit for us, honestly. Even though he might not have the accolades of Thomas Tuchel, he definitely has some good managerial and tactical ideas. So it was a good hire, and for once, Chelsea has done well in that regard. Now, what are we going to expect as a manager who is that tactical? So, as we've been complaining that Thomas Tuchel plays a lot of the three-back system and we feel that he's defensive, this manager also plays a three-back system. I tried to search for the number of times he has played a three-back system, and it seems that whenever they say he's been fluid with his system, they talk about the changes in perhaps midfield and attack. So he's into the three-back system most of the times. In rare occasions, we see him playing the back four. I think I've seen certain games he's done that, but mostly or most of the times, he plays in the three-back system. The way he approaches defending is quite similar to how Pep and Thomas Tuchel approach defending. They are aggressive, okay? They try to win the ball as high up in the field as possible so that through these turnovers, they can create attacks and score goals. And look, this man is quite brilliant. I think whenever he meets oppositions, he tries to see if he could adjust his system in order to fit the opposition, to nullify the opposition. That tells me that this Graham Potter does a lot of his research. He watches the videos and analyzes the game so well. So he knows the perfect antidote against each and every team. And that is so commendable about him. But the one thing that a lot of Chelsea fans don't like is players being put in positions where they are uncomfortable. Guess what? Graham Potter does that a lot. He does that a lot. You know this player, Leonardo Trossard, Lisandro Trossard. I've butchered the guy's name. Lisandro Trossard. He's a winger, but you at times see him as a wing back, left wing back. At times as part of the striking force, right? The two strikers up front. Sometimes he could be played in midfield. So this is how positionally fluid his teams are. And they don't complain. They're able to execute it on a high level. Okay. Players like Dan Ben, centre back. He plays as a left full back or a left wing back. So it's quite clear that what you are going to get from this manager on a tactical point of view is the fact that we will see a lot of positional fluidity in his formations. Now, to mind you, this manager plays these players in those positions not because they are going to execute the said role of that position. Of course, they would have to have their qualities, a decent amount of their qualities to be able to play there. But usually, the positions that they play on paper is usually to satisfy a certain attacking need. And that is quite interesting, right? Look, Pep Guardiola does it most of the time. So if someone does it, it's not wrong. The important thing is it is effective against the teams that they are going to play. And Graham Potter have so far been effective against the big boys. Okay, he has at least gotten a win from them or drawn against them. Let me say it that way. At least taking some points against these teams. So he is quite this sort of manager. When you ask him to compete against the big boys, he is going to do that effectively. So I have no issue with his appointment. For me, I have no, though he's a very good coach, he's a very good tactician, there are certain things I'll have to look at with the way he manages our team before I'll be really convinced that indeed this club is the right club for him. His ability to talk to the players is one example, and I think one of the downfalls of the managers that have come prior to him, Lampard, Tuchel, is how he speaks with the players. So his ability to manage these players so they could play for him is quite important, because you cannot say that you have an idea to implement on the field, whereby those who are supposed to be the executors of the idea are not buying into your idea. So therefore, what are you supposed to do? It's important that you try as much as possible to get these players at your side so that you'll be able to play the game that you want to play. And this is especially important when there is crisis. Where you see the Chelsea players fall out with the manager is when there is crisis. So we want to see how, when there is a bit of turbulence in the dressing room, within the playing body, this manager is going to handle it. The way he handles that issue will determine whether he's going to last within that 5 years period or he's going to lose it. So I hope he succeeds over there. Finally, the pressure. Pressure from the board to succeed, the expectations. Now, the second point, or the previous point I made, ties in nicely to what I'm trying to talk about here. You see, the board has its expectations, and sometimes the board can call into pressures from the players because they feel like maybe you're not using them in a way that brings the best out of them. A lot of things. The sort of egos that we have at Chelsea Football Club, it's not the sort of egos that Graham Potter is going to face at Brighton. No, they are completely different persons. So how he's going to handle issues between himself and the players as well as the board would be interesting. The other pressure is the fans. You see, as a Chelsea fan, I'm spoiled. Roman Abramovich has spoiled me with success, with trophies. So because of that, even though for me I'm willing to be patient, I'm not the entire Chelsea fan base. Each and everybody is distinct and different. So my issue would be how he's going to react when fans on social media begin to complain a lot bitterly that he might not be the right manager for them. If during the course of the season we begin to drop points, right? Drop points, or we have a spell whereby we are unable to win games consistently, how is he going to react? What would be his incline now? Would he continue the project, or he is going to just cower and listen to the cries of the fans so that there will be results right now and then? I hope to see. For me, I cannot draw an absolute conclusion. Okay, so I wait to see developments. So each development and the updates that will be brought. So I hope it succeeds, but I'm not sure for now. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and your feelings in the comment section down below as to whether Graham Potter would succeed. And if you enjoyed my video, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, hit on the notification bell, and share across your social media platforms so that all those who would likely be interested in my content will possibly hear of me and come enjoy this. And I hope to catch you guys later with some more interesting videos. Enjoy the rest of your day.